Hello, friends. I am so happy you are connecting with me today here. We are going to do a soulful flow, something that really feels good in our bodies, but also touches to our hearts and our minds a little bit. So make your way onto your mat. Come to a comfortable seat. I have 2 blocks with me. We might use those today, so if you have something like that at home, please get it ready. And once you wiggle into your place of stillness, close your eyes to begin. Take a couple breaths, just releasing the day that you have had already and arriving fully into your practice. The hardest part for most of us is just showing up on our mat, so it's nice to be here with you. And let's just let the rest of the magic happen naturally. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it go. Again, deep breath in. Let it go. One more time, deep breath in. And let it go. Set an intention for your practice. And we are going to start with alternate nostril breathing. So you can blink your eyes open. You will take your right hand and you're taking your index finger and your middle finger, touching it to your third eye right above the center of your brows. You're using your thumb and your ring finger individually on either side of your nose. And if you have really closed off sinuses, you can use your opposite hand to kind of open up the sides as we go. So placing index and middle finger on your third eye, close off your right nostril with your thumb and start breathing in through the left side for 2, 3, 4. Hold both shut. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Hold both shut. 2, 3, 4. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4. Inhale left. Hold both shut. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold both shut. Exhale left. Let's cycle through one more time. Inhale left. Hold both shut. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold both shut. Exhale left. And just let it go. Close your eyes for a moment. Notice how you feel. Always helps me to feel balanced. Helps me to arrive. When you're ready, you can switch the crossing of your legs if you wish. Take your hands onto your thighs. With your inhale, draw your heart across your right thigh for Sufi rolls. Chest sweeps forward, stretching out through your hips and your low back. Exhale, circle around the back. And you can move as fast or as slow as you want to here, really trying to get into the lower back, the hips. And then when we come around the back, you can kind of get into your upper back a little bit. You can even release your head and move into your neck and shoulders more. I'm going to encourage you to close your eyes here And just continue to move guided by your own breath here, your own pattern that you're creating. Unwinding the body, getting the stress to leave the body is really what it's all about. Mindfully, when you're ready, just seamlessly switch directions of your movement. Feels so good to get any tightness to move out of your body. And a lot of times this movement just shows me where I am tight in my body. So you can observe, be the observer here. Let's start to make each circle slightly smaller than the previous. Okay, this is really funny. I have to share, just in case you guys notice. Come up to a tall, still spine. Happens to the best of us. I have my pants inside out. Shrug your shoulders up and let it go. One more time. Shrug your shoulders up and let it go. I'm going to keep rolling with it because it doesn't really matter. Let's move on to our hands and our knees. Spread your fingers really wide, hug down through your shins, and let's find cat-cow. So melt your heart gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, round your spine. Again, inhale, melting the heart. Rounding, exhale. Go at your own pace here, a couple more rounds. If you want to add in any organic movement, you can kind of wag your hips side to side or move the head and neck. So it's not quite cat-cow, it's just letting the body get rid of any tightness, any stiffness. Take about 3 more breaths with your movement. And eventually make your way to neutral spine. Tuck your toes under. Let's lift our hips up and back into our first down dog and just use this first down dog to pedal out your legs. Bending one knee and then the next. Wagging your hips side to side is a great option. Shaking your head yes and no. Can even lift a leg if you like. That always helps me release my hips to get going here. If you do one leg, make sure you do the other. And then find stillness in down dog. And let's check out our pose. So glide into plank. Make sure your hands and feet fit your plank here. And then move your hips up and back into down dog without changing the length of your hands and feet. Let's just move dynamically a couple breaths. That feels really good. Inhale, slow, come forward to plank. When you reach plank, look slightly in front of your mat and lengthen your neck. Exhale, hips go up and back, down dog. And please do bend your knees if you feel tight today. One more time. Inhale. Kind of rounding my spine as I come forward because that feels good. And when you get to that full plank, lengthen your heart through as your heels are still extending back nice and long. Exhale into down dog. Slowly, feet are going to walk to the front of your mat. As your feet walk forward, hips width distance apart or even slightly wider, head hanging heavy. Shake your head yes and no. Letting go of any upper back tension. It might feel good to grab across for opposite elbows and sway slightly side to side. Even try pausing in the center, interlacing your hands at your lower back and stretching your knuckles to the sky, keeping the weight even in your feet. Exhale, hands release towards the feet, towards the earth. With your knees soft, ragdoll slow, up to stand. Come upright, shrug your shoulders up, back, and down the back. Nice work. Step your feet a little closer together if they feel wide. Standing in Tadasana, palms turning forward. Crown of your head lifting. Inhale, arms stretching to the sky. And exhale, bowing through. Stepping back with your left foot. Keep the fingertips on the ground, lower the back knee down, and reach forward through your chest in this low lunge. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. With your exhale, we're going to find crocodile. So crocodile, the knees are coming down, the chin in the chest. It's really important that the elbows go back and they don't go wide. So drop your heart kind of right between your thumbs. It's a little awkward. You'll figure it out. It takes a few rounds for some of us. And then slither onto your belly for cobra. Shoulders roll down the back, neck stays long. Press back, down dog, exhale. Beautiful. Without lifting your leg, step your left foot through. If you need help, grab a hold of the back of the left leg to help the left foot through. Come to your fingertips, lower the back knee down. If this feels really tight, you can always move with blocks at the lowest level below your hands. Exhale, step to the front, forward fold. Inhale, arms stretch towards the sky. Root through your feet to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Fluid in the body. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Soften behind your knees to support your back as you move. Step the right foot back. Your hands frame the front foot. Lower the back knee down, heart reaching forward. Make sure your knee and the front foot are just stacked here. Hands flattened, down dog. Hold the breath out, come down for crocodile. Knees, chin and chest, here we go again. Slither on your belly, inhale, cobra. Press all the way back into down dog. Without lifting your leg, right foot steps through, lower the back left knee down, heart draws forward. Exhale, step to the front, forward fold. Inhale, arms stretch to the sky. Exhale, hands gather to heart. Let's do one more round, but a little different. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold through. Left foot steps back, lower left knee down. This time, option to sweep your arms up to the sky. Big circle with your arms to help open the chest and shoulders down towards the mat. Press back, down dog, exhale. Hold the breath out, come right into crocodile, knees, chin, and chest to the earth. Slither to your belly for cobra, roll the shoulders down the back and out of your ears. Down dog. Left foot steps between hands, lower right knee to the mat, arms sweep up. Do a really big circle with your arms. If that feels yucky in the shoulders, you don't have to circle. Down to the mat. Step forward and fold. Inhale, arms stretch up. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. One more half round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Right foot steps back, lower right knee down, sweep arms up, low lunge. Big circle with the arms as you exhale, hands to the mat, down dog. Hold the breath out, crocodile. Cobra, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Right foot steps forward, left knee to the mat, arms sweep up. Big circle down to the front of your space. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, stretch arms up. Root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's take a balance here. So feet are hips width distance. Hands can come to your heart or be down by your side waist. I like hands at heart. Shift over into the right foot. Bring your left foot into tree so it can be low at your ankle, at your calf, or if you like, all the way to your inner thigh. And sometimes going to the inner thigh, it's like you can't really get your foot to stick on your clothing, so that's a sign to go below your knee. So just sometimes depends on what you're wearing. Thigh and foot pressed together if you do that. Focus your eyes on something not moving, and then feel the four corners of your right foot. Strengthen all your muscles around your right leg bone, and then lift up off of your waist with your torso. And you can actually feel space in your lower back, at least I do. Reach your arms out and up like tree branches. Keep your eyes still. And for an extra little something, touch your thumb to index finger. So you find that little Gyam Mudra. Maybe you're looking up. Maybe your eyes closed. That's a real challenge for our balance. Last 3 breaths. You got this. Falling is part of the practice. So if you fall out, find your way back in. And slowly open your eyes if they're closed, hands to heart. Set down with your left foot, shake your legs out a little and go right to the second side. So move your weight into your left leg. And right foot comes into the mirroring version of tree. And you want to just think about doing the same thing on both sides. Find the 4 corners of your standing foot. Squeeze the muscles in your standing leg and then lift your torso off of your hips. Get taller. It's like the top of your head is trying to push into the ceiling. You've got this, yes. And then reach your arms out and up. Thumb to index finger if you like. It's either the nail or the pads together. It doesn't matter. Challenging your balance with your eyes lifting, only if that feels appropriate. If it feels like it threw you off, you can lower the eyes again. Closing the eyes if you wish. Thinking about trees in nature, they're not always standing completely still. They move in the wind. We know that they move as their branches stretch out. Those are things we don't always see, right? But they are moving. All right, let's circle our hands back to our heart. Set your foot to the earth. Shake your legs out and just stand in Tadasana for a moment to reset. We are going to move our feet together, big toes touch with a space between the heels. Just a sliver. Your second toe is pointing forward for most of us, and you want your knees to be pointing forward, so not in or out. Sit down, Utkatasana, and you can modify this with your feet at hips width if you need a bigger base. Sit a little bit deeper into your legs and feel the strength move back into your heels. You'll feel the backs of your legs turn on. Lengthening your waist here. And as you open your chest, rotate the pinky fingers towards each other so you're feeling this wrapping in the shoulders. Take any grit out of your mouth if you're gritting your teeth. Relax your forehead. Sit a little deeper. Take a big breath in. Fold, exhale. Gaze out to a flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Let's step to plank. And you have a couple options. You can just hold plank. If you don't want to overwork the shoulders today, I suggest that. Otherwise, we're moving through Chaturanga, and it can be cobra on your belly, or if you're ready for a deeper back bend, up dog. In up dog, I don't want to see you look too high up. I want your neck to feel neutral. You're pressing into the tops of your feet. Your thighs and knees are lifted. Belly's engaged, heart pulling through. Let's move downward facing dog. Reach your right leg to the sky, lifting from the inner right thigh. Be aware of trying to keep your hips balanced. Exhale, bring your right knee to your nose, just one time, round your spine. Inhale, foot extends up and back behind you. This time, step your right foot through for warrior one. Root the back heel down, press through your feet, rise up. Squaring the hips and shoulders, anchoring into the back foot. Lifting up out of your waist so you're not dumping into your lower back. It's natural, it's a back bend because one leg's behind us. And then breathing. Focusing on bending a little deeper into the front leg if your leg is almost all the way straight. Knitting the front floating rib cage together. So you're feeling connection around your center here. Wrapping the pinky fingers in, or you can press the palms together. Let's pause for 3 more full deep breaths. We're going to move energy here, so we're staying in the pose, but we're going to kind of bow and sweep. So thinking about anything you want to push behind you, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, whatever it could be, you're thinking about moving that energy. So take a deep breath in. Turn your palms back and down, or forward, I guess, to start, and then pushing old energy behind you as you bow over your front right thigh. Inhale, lifting up, gathering strength, like we're rising up. And exhale, move behind you what is not serving your purpose. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, reach back up. Kiss palms if you wish. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Step back to plank pose and pause. Bring your feet all the way together. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and reach your right hand to the sky for side plank. Do your best here to stack your shoulders and your hips, and then take your feet, big toes touch, heels slightly apart, just like we did standing in our chair pose. Reach forward to the crown of your head, shaking and wiggling a little bit as part of the process. Take one more breath. Beautiful. Come to plank. Separate your feet first. Chaturanga optional. Cobra up dog if you're taking your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Lift from the inner left thigh. Awareness that your hips aren't opening here. Exhale, knee to nose. Engage your core. Find your strength as you come forward. Inhale, foot to the sky. And exhale, step through, warrior one. So when you're setting up this pose, the heels lining up with hips is great for beginning, and then over time the heels can come closer and closer to lining up with each other. I actually prefer heels align with hips here. Square hips and shoulders forward. Lift up out of your lower back. Really strengthen that back leg, so you're pressing down into the outer edge of your back foot. Lifting the inner arch a little bit. Knitting the front floating ribs together, expanding in the pose. So you're rooting down, but you're also rising up. You're finding the space in your body, which really will translate to space in your life as we find out how to get more out of what we're doing, how to feel more, how to experience more. Allow yourself to be still in a pose. You don't have to constantly adjust it. So once you've adjusted it and you feel good, you stay in it. Maybe even close your eyes and just feel it. Allowing yourself to be really present with today's practice. Become aware of what you're doing. Let's do that little sweep here again. So we're going to clear our space, clear our energy. Deep breath in. And as you sweep the hands back, scoop the belly up and in, lengthen out through the crown of the head. So you're not just dumping it to your lower back here. You're really supported. Inhale, reach up, uplifting energy. Exhale, push what is not serving you back behind you. Move past it. We've got one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. Kiss the palms if you like. Exhale, hands to the space, the mat. Step back, plank, and feet come together. Roll to outer edge of right foot. Left hand lifts. Remember, stack shoulders, stack hips, heels slightly apart. That keeps your legs from collapsing. And you don't want to collapse on that bottom ankle either. So press through the inner arch of the bottom right foot right now. Take another breath. Get longer through the crown of your head. Come back to plank. separate the feet. Maybe you hold plank, maybe you lower chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And I really do switch between those two as much as I want. Exhale, down dog. So it's whatever feels right today. Deep breath in. Let it go. Rise to your toes, bend your knees, step hop to the front of your space. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Let's find Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit into chair. Bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen through your spine and twist to the right. Left upper arm across your right thigh. Press down through the top palm. Navel hugging in. Hips sitting a little lower. You got this. Breathe. Rinse out your spine, your internal organs. Flush the body. Get strong. Take a deep breath in. And fold. Lift your heart, wiggle your feet a little wider than your hips, toes out, heels in, Malasana squat. As you come down into your squat, you can place a blanket or a bolster, a small one, below your heels, or a block below your sit bones. Hands to heart if you feel good. We're going to twist the same direction one more time, so you can always stay centered if this feels like enough. Left hand to the left, right hand lifts. Hold that left knee open with your left shoulder. Maybe the head wants to hang. If you feel like you need a little bit more in your shoulders today, take your right hand and just tuck it around your lower back, reaching for your outer left hip. Feels really good, right? Feel that in your body. Beautiful. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, forward fold. Wiggle your feet back together and let yourself just fold for a minute. Inhale, sit into chair pose, Utkatasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Lengthen and twist towards the left. So right upper arm hooks over the left thigh. Press down through the top left hand. Sit back, spiral open. Rinse out your belly. Let go of any stress. Heels are heavy, toes are light. Chest is reaching forward. Breathe. The breath can get lost here so easily. Take another deep breath in and fold. Wiggle your feet one more time wide. Heels in, toes out. Squat Malasana. Right shoulder holds right knee open. Fingertips to the right, left hand lifts up. I love, love, love this to open up my lower back. Backs of my hips. If you did before, tuck your left hand behind your back towards your right outer hip. Be really present with what you're feeling in your body right now. We are so busy. Half of us right now are thinking about what we have to do after this. So allow yourself the break. Inhale, hands back to heart. Bring yourself back here. Exhale, fold. Let your body hang for a second. Feet are just underneath your hips. And rag doll up to stand. Let that feel good. Okay, we're standing at the front of our space. We'll lift and shift. Shift first the weight into your right foot and lift your left knee up. So the left knee is at hip height or slightly higher with your left ankle flexing. I want you to strengthen around your right leg and try to lift the crown of your head up and the back a little higher. Some of you are ready to take your foot straight out. Some of us are ready to keep our knee bent. So see where you're at. Reach your hands to the sky. Beautiful. If your leg is out, try to keep it straight the whole time. If your knee is bent, you'll follow me here slowly, extending the left leg behind you as the hands continue to reach forward. We're going into a warrior 3. You may just stay with your chest lifted and your leg a little lower. If you feel confident, you can keep your body in line. So meaning the chest and the leg are in that straight line. You go to that T shape in your body as best you can. We're not looking in a mirror, so we can just feel it, right? Wrap the outer left hip down a little bit. You've got this. And if you need, hands can come to your heart. Stretch your fingertips forward if you're stretching and press back through your lifted heel. Last 3 breaths. Wobbling is part of it. Deep breath in. We're stepping into our warrior 1. So visualize the pose. Bend your right leg as you step back with the left foot. Let it be light. Beautiful. Take your hands back behind your back. Interlace your fingers or use a strap between your hands. Lift your chest. Humble warrior. Fold over your front right thigh. Back heel stays anchored, head hanging heavy. As you're here, I always kind of have the right side of my waist resting on my right thigh. You might go inside of your thigh if you have the flexibility, but definitely not necessary. Can you just relax your neck? Good. Keep anchoring the back heel down. Let's go back to standing. Push through your feet to rise up. Release your hands. Reach up. Kiss your palms. Hands release down to the earth. Pivot to the ball of your back foot this time. Ground down through your left hand. Reach up through your right and just twist open. Yogis, you guys can stay right here. This is great. If you want to come with me, we're going to side plank. So roll to the outer edge of your back foot. And see if you can mindfully float your right foot back. Stack your heels, heels slightly apart. Top arm this time up and over your ear. Draw more length on both sides of your body. So reach out through the right arm and also reach your chest forward. You'll notice that you might dip your hips a little bit. Trying to create that straight line. Take a deep breath in. From where you're at, make your way to plank, lower chaturanga, cobra or up dog, down dog. Exhale. Right leg lifts to the sky. Bend your right knee. Open your right hip up. Exhale, step your right foot through. Warrior 2 in your legs. Front heel to back arch. Before you come up, make sure you're grounded. Push and rise up. Push down to rise up. Sinking into the front leg. Awareness, eyes over your front right hand. Reach beyond your fingertips. Feel your back body and your front body equally stretching. Feel your feet, and from waist down, anchoring. Waist up, lifting up. Experience that strength and the floatiness at the same time. Breathe. Good. Start to straighten into your right leg. I like to take my back foot in for triangle. I also love to use a block here. So hips shift back before you do anything. Shift your hips back and reach forward with your front right hand as far as you can. And then your hand will come to your shin. If you use a block, place it to the outer shin, not the inner, the outer. And left hand straight to the sky. Think about the innards of a sandwich, right? So if you have the sandwich toast on either side of you, you have to be very narrow in the middle to fit. Feel that in your body. I like to look down here just to release my neck. Take your bottom right shoulder and drop back. I felt my right shoulder creeping up. And try to lengthen your underbody. And you can always take your left hand to your left side waist, and if you feel it rounding, flatten it out a little bit. Take one more breath here. Good. Root down to rise up to stand. Good. Turn all 10 toes to the left. And here, toes are slightly turned in, heels are slightly turned out. Okay, I'm going to stay facing this way because we're going to keep moving on our mat. And as your heels are turned in and your toes are turned in, your heels are turned out. Hands to hips, lift your chest with a flat back. Fold all the way forward. Hands reach to outer ankles. Head lengthening towards the earth. Breathe. Beautiful work. Let go a little bit more, but keep your legs active and strong, thighs squeezing in. We'll bring our fingertips to the ground. Heels turn in, toes turn out just a little bit. Bend into your front right leg. Send your hips back, Skandasana. Inhale through center bend into left leg, Skandasana. Inhale, center bend into right, hips back so your feet can stay even and grounded. And one more time, inhale, center bend into left. Crawl to the front of your mat, finding your runner's lunge and lift the back left leg up, standing splits. Breathe. You can hold on to your right leg or you don't have to. Lift from the inner left thigh. Take 2 more breaths. Walk your fingertips forward. Bend your standing leg a little bit and slowly transfer the weight back up to stand where we began. Left knee lifted. Arms can go to heart or to the sky. Bend your right leg a little bit. Cross left ankle over the top of your right thigh. Sit back. Yogis, if this is uncomfortable, hands can be on your ankle and your thigh for balance. Sit back. Breathe. Lengthen your torso as best you can. Beautiful. Sit a little deeper. And we stand up. Inhale, hands to heart. Left foot to the ground. Let it go. Now, I always laugh because can I remember the sequence? Let's go to the other side. Start by standing and shift your weight over into your left foot. Right knee lifts up. Flex your right ankle. Breathe. Hands reaching up, or they can also stay at your heart. Try to take any dumping out of your lower back or arching. So pulling the belly in. And we move through Warrior 3. As you extend your right leg behind you, you're extending back and lowering the chest at the same distance you're lifting the leg. Keep the hips nice and parallel. Reach the arms out long. Reach back through your lifted right heel. And you can micro bend your standing leg. I always like to do that. Do not lock your knee out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Got 2 more full deep breaths. Warrior 1, step back, adjust. I had to move on my mat a little because of the wall. So heels in line with hips, reach up. Take your hands on the funny interlace at your lower back. Open the chest, palms together. So I don't want you pushing out through your elbows or through your wrists here. Lengthen, square your hips, plug your left hip back even more as you fold Humble Warrior. Back heel stays grounded, release your head if you can. Look towards your back foot and remind that back leg to get stronger. Deepen your awareness of how you're feeling. Breathe into just being here right now. Root through your feet, press down, rise up. Release your hands, kiss the palms. Exhale, fingertips down to the mat. Ground down through your right palm, lift up through your left and twist open. What did you do on side 1? If you stayed here, stay here again. Otherwise, side plank, roll to outer edge of back foot. Stack your feet, heels slightly apart. Top arm up and over ear. That top palm is facing down, lengthen out through the crown of your head and your chest. Beautiful. Big breath in. Plank pose, optional vinyasa. Do it only if it feels right. Vinyasa is cobra up dog, or cobra, chaturanga up dog, or chaturanga cobra, or a different version, down dog exhale. Left leg lifting to the sky, bend your knee, open your hip, allow that to feel good. Exhale, step through. Warrior 2, feet, front heel to back arch, root down and rise up. Back foot should be angled forward. Front knee pointing towards the second and third toe. Arms are long. Gaze is over the front hand. Breath is active. Lengthen through the fingertips so much that you feel your arms stretching. Widen equally across the back as you do across the front of your torso here. Go a little deeper into the legs if you're not focusing there. Can you feel strong like the base of a tree from your waist down, and light like the fluffy leaves of a tree, waist up? Press into your front left leg without locking the knee out, straighten the leg. Back foot is going to come in a little bit, at least for me. Hips are shifting back. Reach forward through your left hand as far as you go. Go a little bit further, you got this. Torso's really long, and then hand shifts to shin, or this is where you can use your block outside of the shin, right hand to the sky. And again, visualize you're the inside of a sandwich. Right? So if you don't want to be chest down, you want to be that perfect opening without back bending. Squeeze your feet towards each other. Activate your legs and try to lengthen out through your torso just a little bit more. It's not about reaching the ground in this pose. Some people think it is. It's about creating space. Good. I like to look down and release my head here. It feels really good. The neck. Good. Root down and slowly rise back up to stand. Turn all 10 toes to the right. Toes are in slightly, heels are out. Hands at waist, or this time hands interlaced behind back. Open up through your chest. Strengthen your legs with a flat back. Fold. Head reaching towards the earth, or hands reaching towards the outer ankles if you wish. For some of you, if you have a headstand practice or you'd like to attempt, if you need to, you can move to a wall here. We're going to take a tripod headstand today, if you wish. So the hands move back between the feet. The crown of the head is going to find the earth, and you want your hands to be right below your elbows coming straight up from your shoulders. So the hands are the most important. And to come upside down from a straddle here, you're pressing into your hands and just seeing if you can float the feet. Some of you might go all the way up, bringing your feet together. I like to kind of flex and point the feet. Toes are wide, squeezing legs, rooting down through my hands. You never get all the weight in your head. There's 3 points of contact. Each one equally takes your weight. Take your time here. If you're up, when you're ready, you slowly come down. Coming down as quietly as possible. When you've made your way back to the earth, lift the chest, hands are underneath your heart. We made it. Toes out, heels in, bend into your back, right leg skandasana. Hips back. I like to think chest is parallel to the ground here. And then come through center, inhale, exhale, bend into your left leg. Inhale, center, right leg bends. Good, center, left leg bends. Last time, center, right leg bends. Look to the front of your space, walk your hands around. Square your hips off and lift your right leg to the sky. Lift from the inner right thigh, head hanging completely heavy. Don't strain your neck. You can hold onto your standing leg if you wish. Breathe. Release tension, but find strength in your standing leg and lift and strengthen your lifted leg. We're transitioning upright. So in order to do that, fingers to the ground, walk your hands forward a little bit. Bend your standing leg so you're not taking all the pressure in your back. Bring your right knee in, push into your standing foot. There's a lot of strength in that leg. As you come up, hands to the sky. I cheated, I touched the wall. Right knee lifting. It's okay to cheat here. Bend your standing left leg, cross your flexed right ankle across your left thigh, and sit your butt bones back. Keep your torso long. Feel the weight heavy in your left heel, and we're almost there. Breathe. You are so strong. Feel the stretch in your outer right hip. Draw back through your left hip just a little bit more. And press to stand tall. Bring your hands to your heart. Let out a big sigh. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. One more Vinyasa. Ardha Uttanasana. Step back. Take a final chaturanga if you want it. Cobra or up dog. And we make our way into child's pose. That was a very long sequence. Good work today. As you come into child's pose, your favorite version, close your eyes and just follow your breath for a moment. Let yourself reset. If we were in a studio together, you would hear your neighbor's just gentle hum of your breath. Try to seek out your own gentle hum of your breath as you press down through your shins. Come up to your knees and sit off onto one hip. Bring your feet around and in front of you. We'll start here, just flexing your feet, reaching your arms to the sky. Lift, lengthen, and surrender and fold. There's a lot to be said about that strength part of our practice. The strength part is there for a lot of different reasons. It's to, one, get stronger, to create balance in your mind, really. It's a lot of focus that goes on with our standing practice, to find awareness. But it also helps your body to prepare for these last poses, to be able to do them safely and successfully and in a way that feels deeper. So just enjoy what you have done for your body. This part of the practice is equally as important. Can you let go of something here? Maybe neck tension, maybe your teeth are doing something silly. Root down through the backs of your legs, rolling your body up to a seat. Bring your left knee in here and just hug the knee in to start. You can do this in baby steps. You don't have to go any deeper than right here. If you want to come with me, you'll place your left ankle outside of your right thigh. Hug around your kneecap and try to lengthen your spine, and then take your right elbow and hook around your leg and just kind of pull yourself into a little bit deeper of a twist, placing your left hand behind you. If you have short arms, place a block below your left fingers. That's really helpful, or be up on your fingertips. This is enough. Shoulders are out of the ears, the top of the head is lifting, both sitting bones are rooting down. Maybe you go deeper by placing the right outer arm across the outer left thigh. You can touch thumb to index finger here. It's a nice way to keep your energy circuiting in your body. The three fingers that are free are draining out what stress or fear, weakness that you're having in your system, just like letting it go completely. Closing the eyes is really beneficial just so you can feel what you're doing. Rinsing out, releasing, detoxifying. Maybe the chin goes towards the back shoulder if the neck is saying yes to that. Some days that feels good, and other days that just doesn't feel necessary. So gauge your practice today. Beautiful. Unwind. Before we move on, we're going to just place this left foot back inside of our right thigh. Take the right foot out a little bit and open up. And so as you start here, just reaching your right arm down your right leg and taking the left arm up and over as a gentle side body lengthening. Relax your neck. Breathe. reach through your pinky finger of the left arm. You don't want your palm facing up. You want it wrapping down, and that wrap starts in the shoulder socket. For those of you that are dealing with shoulder injuries, I get you. I've got a left shoulder that was my bad shoulder. I had surgery on that about 10 years ago. And then ever since my open heart surgery last year, my right shoulder is my bad shoulder. And that is said to happen sometimes when you have that surgery, that you can just have injuries when you come out of it. So I'm dealing with a labral tear in my right arm. So I'm with you guys who are dealing with those things. Let's take our left hand and just reach it back. Reach to your fingertips and really let your head hang for a moment. Anytime you feel distracted, just close your eyes and come back to your breathing. It's easy for the monkey mind to start getting active again here. So recognize there's things that you need to do, but there is plenty of time for all of that. Slowly come upright. One more here. Stretch your chest towards your extended right leg. Reach up through your fingers and then lengthen back down towards that right foot. With the left knee out to the left, you should get a really good release on your lower back. Some of us, our hamstrings are really talking to us. Breathe nice and slow. Come back to intentions. All right, press down through the back of your leg to rise up. We start from the beginning, so bending right leg this time, left leg lengthens, and step your right foot outside of your left leg. Hug around your right knee, lift up through the crown of the head, get your torso long, and then scoop your left arm around your right leg and kind of pull your torso across. Get into that twist safely. Anchoring down through both sitting bones is really important here. Lifting up, and then you can reach back with your right fingers. And I'm using that, not sinking into that back arm, right? So I'm just using that as a balancing tool. If you've gotten this far and you want to go deeper, the left upper outer arm across your right thigh, and you can get in there a little bit deeper, but then lift up through the side body and the crown of the head. Really find your awareness in the twist. I really encourage you, close your eyes here. The left hand, thumb, and index finger pads touching, circuiting positive energy within, releasing what is not serving our purpose. Chin maybe going towards the back right shoulder only if the neck says yes today. Breathe into wherever you're feeling your body needs the most breath. Take a deep breath in, unwind. Nice work. Okay, right foot to the inner left thigh. Left foot comes out to the side a little. You can turn on your mat and open up as much as you like. Left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over bad shoulder, remember. So I'm really going to work on wrapping my shoulder before I do this to keep it safe. And then keeping the idea of the side body stretch. So keeping the torso squared off towards the side. And this hand can be up if it needs to be, or it just goes straight back and you avoid it at all costs. So I feel like I'm in a safe place, but the initial way I would have normally just reached, it didn't feel good in my shoulder. So always, always, always check in with yourself. Let your head go a little bit more if you can. Let's take our top hand, reach it back, turn your palm down, and then lengthen through your fingertips and let your head go. And oh, such a juicy release in the neck. Absolutely love all the things we can do to de-stress our neck, shoulders, get that tension to move. Like somebody's pulling your right hand, lift up slow, head comes up last. Turn your torso more squared off towards the left leg, reach up, lengthen and fold. Let the shoulders square off towards the earth as best you can. Relax your face, relax your jaw. The things that don't need to be doing anything should be soft. Press down through the back of your left leg to slowly come up. We're going to make our way onto our back for our final resting pose, Shavasana. As you come down, slowly be aware of just coming down with ease. Lengthen your toes. I like to stretch my arms up and over my head for a moment, just reaching long, and then placing the hands alongside the body. Adjust into a place that you feel like you can stay still. It's really restorative to place a bolster below your knees if your lower back hurts. Try that, or even allowing yourself to bend the knees here, feet on the ground. Take one deep breath together. Let it go. Relax the body into the earth. Feeling where the body and the earth are connecting. The thin plane of contact between the body and the ground. Allowing your body to get heavier and letting the earth take its weight. As I go around to each body part, bring your awareness there and let go, not lingering. There's something to release, actively release. Bring your awareness to your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Relax the sole of your right foot, top of your foot, right ankle, right shin and calf. Relaxing right knee, right upper leg, right hip, right buttocks, right side of your lower back, right waist, right rib cage, right side of your chest, right upper back, right shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, relaxing right wrist, palm, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Relax the right side of your body. Release tension from the right side of your body. Release the right side of your body. Bring your awareness to your left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, pinky toe. Relax the sole of your foot, top of your foot, left ankle, left shin and calf, left knee, upper left leg. Relaxing left hip and buttocks, left side of your lower back, left waist, left rib cage, left chest and upper back, left shoulder, upper arm, elbow, forearm, left wrist relaxes, left palm, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Relaxing the left side of your body, releasing tension from the left side of your body, releasing left side of your body, relaxing your throat, back of your neck, jaw, your chin, lower lip, upper lip, teeth, tongue, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, bridge of your nose, right eye, left eye, right eyelid, left eyelid, right brow, left brow, right ear, left ear, space between your two ears, forehead, relaxing top of your head, back of your head, relaxing lungs, heart, digestive system, sexual organs, brain, relaxing your nervous system, feeling the whole body relax, relaxing your whole body, freeing your whole body. Take a little deeper breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Wiggle fingers, toes, stretch arms and legs. Bending the knees. Taking a moment. Rolling to one side. Gently pressing up into a seated space, crossing the legs, coming back to the beginning. Bring your hands together in front of your heart, and with your eyes closed, just bow in and restate your intention for your practice today. I am so happy that you joined me here. It can be really challenging to not be able to get to a studio to practice, or maybe you don't want to be in a studio. It's hard for me. I've moved away from a lot of my longtime students, and I am so thrilled to be able to be here connecting with you in a different, new way. So please, I hope to see you again. I hope to connect again soon, and let me know what you think about practice today. And let's close our practice with the word namaste, which means may the divine in me greet and honor the divine in you. Thank you for being here. Again, I'm Anne. Namaste. I'll see you real soon.